And we're going to talk about self-regulation and in particular how we take care of our own privacies along with the government. We have a wonderful history in Canada of working with our government on protection. For example, in 2004 we started PEPITA, which was a protection for digital compliance as well as privacy. And so when PEPITA started, and then 9 years later we started taking care of DAC, which is the ad choices, and we do the compliance report for that. And then a year later we had CASL, which was anti-spam. So in Canada we have been very much forward looking for any kind of privacy. And as we know with self-regulation, it works best when it is complementing and working along with the government. We're proud to be able to work with DAC, and we are a third party so that we ensure that we are building trust in privacy in Canada and beyond the borders. Online advertising is one of the areas that has the least trust, and we have room to grow. We look at all consumer complaints, and so we're a bit of a bellwether. And when we look at our research that we do annually with consumers, we know that there is some room for us to do some improvement. And when we get complaints or anything like that when it comes to online, it means that we have some areas to further improve upon. The other thing that we did was a few years ago, we saw that we started getting some complaints about influencers. And so what we did was we brought the industry together and said, what are we going to do about that? And they said, well, let's do a voluntary effort to create disclosure guidelines. So we worked along with the Competition Bureau and the Privacy Commissioner, and with all of us together as an industry, we're stronger and we are actually improving trust in online in all facets. DAC is part of the DA family, and that started in 2013. And that year was one of those things that we were saying, working with the government, saying that it's important for us to create a self-regulatory collaborative effort for online trust and when it comes to privacy. When we work with DAC, any of the rules and regulations are global. We also take into consideration the fact that we're in Canada and our specific rules and regulations, but when it comes to this type of thing, it's global. Online is borderless, so is everything else, and so we need to take that into consideration because there's no point in creating something that is just for Canada when DAC is part of the DA family. And so those are the things that we look at, and we look at that more and more because increasingly any of the issues that we have are going to be global issues. If they're not today, they will be really soon.